There we go. Now everybody can hear me. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Sorry I was on stream and on the PC and everybody couldn't hear me because I was muted. Oops. So, for everybody that's watching on the stream here, these are the panel systems that will allow you to come up and click on them if you're the owner of the floor. You click on these panels here, you'll be able to set a title, put a three-dimensional image that users can click on, and then you are able to put the web URL link to it, that individualized product, and then a QR code also in case somebody wants to do it. And then we are enabling crypto purchases to be done too. So if you have something that's listed on OpenSea and you want to be able to purchase it, you will actually be able to purchase it right from being in game right here. Yeah. That is correct. That is correct. You can see the reflections of the ape and everything. This is a marble flooring with copper inlay. That is correct. So this one here is Bob from Dgens, Blown Out Bum. This is his Cyber Ape with the doobie. I feel that it's and then because we had a lot of people that were kind of jumping to their death, we had to make it to where everybody couldn't do that, otherwise we were going to have just a bunch of dead bodies. Now we made it to where users now, if they hit a wall, it will prevent them from essentially falling to their death. So this is just one little area that's here. You also have the ability to go in and buy a floor. In this situation, we'll go to floor 1 or 0. This would be a whole floor here. This is a 4,000 by 4,000 square foot floor. So I mean, if you think about like being able to put a mall together for your products and so forth, you have plenty of room, you have plenty of space. You can do several floors too. Whee! No, I did that on purpose. It was more of the So we are partnered with Atlas World Sports, which has us connected with FanDuel, DraftKings, Unibet, FoxBet, you name it. I mean, You know, and that's the thing is you want to like. If everybody really knew what we were putting together, they would kind of go crazy. Now, I'm going to show you guys something that everybody else... Hey, thank you for the follow. Now there is reflection, so as you can see on the background buildings there, as you see me moving, you'll see the reflection of my character. Eight floors, yes. For a 4,000 by 4,000 by 4,000. Then you have, you know, King of Kings, Cyber Hornets. Lava Heads has got to get us a couple at, you know. I still have to boot up Cake Island. I haven't done that yet, but I will here in a minute. Now, I'm going to show you guys. Here is us actually connecting to a completely separate metaverse in just a second. So I'm going to go over to this portal here. This is Dragon Guild. They are on a completely separate server, completely separate metaverse, and we will be... Yes. We're actually connecting in one metaverse to a completely separate metaverse right now. So this is a little dark because this does actually pertain to light and space, and it actually does have a World Series system that's on it. So we are in the middle of nighttime right now. Full questing systems put in. Yeah. Full quest systems now. This is just a simple quest objective based, you know. Put on my sword, as you can see, my new sword. So this is the first multiverse metaverse availability. This is the first operational, verified, working multiverse metaverse that allows you to go between multiple worlds, multiple metaverses with a simple connection and click availability. So I can go right back from here to my metaverse, which I own, which is the space station in Unreal Kingdom. So now this is going to take me back over to the space station. Now, once again, this is a little bit different and unique because now I'm right back into the space station. So if I wanted to go to a different world, I never have to leave the game. I never have to leave the metaverse. It solves everyone's problems. This is the first ever in the world ever put together multiverse metaverse that allows you to be able to import and play from the multiple characters. And then from here, you also have the ability to create guilds. You can invite, you can create friends groups and everything that's there. So you can go in and create a guild. You can go and send out different invites and players so you can see what other players are nearby that you can then click on and make them friends. and you can actually build up your own friends list to be able to play in these multiple different metaverses and games and guilds that'll allow you to be able to. This is the fun part. Even Portal, we're setting up a portal system too that allows people to go and drop a portal in their, if they have a mall here for their guild, for instance. That is correct. So nobody has been able to do this. Nobody else was able to figure this out. Nobody else built the groundwork for this. We did. We took all the risk. We took everything out of this. Put it all together. Oh yeah. And you know, so the monorail is actually live in itself. The only thing that we are in the process of updating is the platforms for users to be able to go up, and then we also had to speed up a few things to allow for us to be able to have the character movement update with the server faster when you get on the monorail, because the monorail really is much faster. We are putting in all the sound systems, so like if you wanted to go fast, this becomes jittery, only because, but like I wanted to have it literally having that update queue system go faster. So we are updating a few things with like world event updates and so forth be done. If I were to sit here for a minute or two, it'll automatically, you'll see the monorail go. That is correct. So you'll actually be able to go, and it'll be an end feature here too, where you'll be able to select your avatar for whichever metaverse you're connected to. Plus, we are making it with Player One system, where you can go and set your avatar, whether it's from your NFTs, whether it's from virtual picture of your, or a picture of yourself, where you can go and have a virtual you put together. And in my case, if I log into my other account, I'm on Jigsaw on a tricycle, and yeah, so I mob around on as Jigsaw on a tricycle here in the space station. Yeah. And when I click on people, it pops up on their screen, want to play a game. So people were like, bro, that's kind of creepy. And I was like, it's so fun, because like I'd literally sit like all the way right where everybody spawns in at, right at the end there. And I would literally just make like little circles around where they come in, and I click on them. So when they come into the game, all of a sudden it's like, you want to play a game? And then all of a sudden they're all looking around, and then there's Jigsaw right there. And everybody was like, bro, that's so fucking creepy. I was like, yeah. So we are setting up spatial voice tomorrow. So everybody will get to have spatial voice while they're inside the game, and it will allow them to be able to go in and essentially openly chat with everybody. Pretty neat, you know, just a little something that's there for everybody. So spatial voice is set up so that way if somebody's actually in range of you having a conversation, you will actually be able to be in that conversation or see them, hear them. Same thing as if you were out at the mall and you hear somebody else talking about Diane or Karen or whatever. I mean, it's the same thing. And you can talk back. So kind of like if you've played the new Call of Duty, when somebody gets near you and they're talking, you can hear them. Same thing. Yep. So we are compiling for the Halo Lens. We are compiling after we're done with all the bug fixing here for Halo Lens, PlayStation, Xbox. It will be in the Steam store and Steam Deck, so that way users can play on their Steam Deck. And then at the end of the year, we will be doing a version for mobile, which will probably not be like the full integration of like the 3D side of it, but the availability for you to come in, join the chat, be able to find out, group up with people, send messages, And then also on some of these worlds, there's like trade skills and stuff like that, and the marketplace. So you would be able to control your market. You'll be able to control your chat, text, speech, messages, instant messages, and even set up voice calls with people back and forth. I'm the owner. Yeah. So I am Code Compiler. I'm CyberApe Yacht Club. That's in this chat here on the Twitter Spaces. And CyberApe Yacht Club is the owner of Unreal Kingdoms. Oh. The other one too. Sorry. Otherwise it'll reverb back through. And so yeah, it's more of being able to go out and build a full atmosphere. If you guys give me a second real quick, I will boot up Cake Island here. Do. That is correct. Well, we don't. That's the easiest part actually for us. That's very much the easier side of everything. Just a second here. I'm gonna. I don't. That just. Sorry. No, go. Well, you wouldn't be able to do it in Sandbox. We actually own the patents for gambling. And Sebastian Gorget, the vice president of Sandbox, actually removed all the casino availability and gamble functions out of Sandbox. Oh, well, if you're just doing a dice game, we can help build it too if you need help with it. I mean, but yes, we render for DAP, Unity, and Unreal. So you would have the ability to have your game put in and connected to our system in minutes. So if we're gonna do a full metaverse type thing, our partnership for that is normally right around 10 ETH. But that's us also setting up your hosting for the year too. Yes, that is a complete ecosystem. That is like literally where you guys just saw me go into Dragon Guild, that area there. Then after that, there is a 10% on any transactions that happen in that world. And that will maintain us setting up CDNs and making everything faster for everybody. So we are setting the floors right now. Right now our floors are at 0.5, a half a ETH right now. Those will be going up to 1 ETH, I believe, here on the 17th or 18th. I know that if you purchase before the 15th with me, then you will keep your floor permanently. As long as you don't sell your floor, you maintain not having to re-get it every year. So it allows you to be able to have a permanent floor for whatever you're building out, your guilds, your groups, your friends, your different metaverses. It's part of the reason why Alpha Origins has so many of them, because they're a part of so many different games. As you can see, Animated Punks is up on this wall over here. A nice one right there. I like that one. You know, and that was kind of the thing is let's build out everyone's dreams. Let's go and put something together that allows everybody to have their space, their groups, their floors, their malls, their different pieces. And it's also advertising for everybody too. You're sitting there directly advertising. So this is going to be the other fun thing. We're going to take and make it to where you can set up your Twitter space, and if you have a mall area and people are in your mall area, they'll be able to listen in on your Twitter space also. So we are working on that too. We grabbed that API the other day. So this is that, as you guys can see, Lava Head Tower up here. So we do have it to where you can buy a 40 floor building right now for the 20 ETH availability. And then it will be a custom designed 40 floors for you. So as you guys can see, Lava Heads has their own here. This is full on GTA availability that's in this world here. Yes. So we have not set the portal on this side to go back to the space station, so I will have to quit out and go back in. But as you can see right here, we have the big screen here. So yesterday we just signed a deal with Ron Johnson, the boxer, the great American fighter. Ron Johnson, he's doing a thing with Macho Camacho, and this is alpha, by the way, massive alpha. And we will, they're putting out a movie here, in which case we will be involved with all of it, and we will be live streaming from here. Their movie premiere will be live streamed in the metaverse, so everybody will be able to come in and watch it. Now the cool part about what we're doing it is if you go into your apartments, for instance, and you're in your apartment, you will have the ability to actually watch it on your apartment, and you can also make it mainstream. Also, if you want to, we are setting it up for users to have ads and streaming ads too, so there will be a platform for you to be able to go and put YouTube videos and be able to send and drop in your ads that you would like to have played, live streamed in the metaverses and so forth too. I do not have it logged in for that right now. I could set up in first person, but that's our VR setups. It makes me feel nauseous almost doing it that way. But yes, you can go first person. I don't know. So we have Atlas World Sports on the Sports Center too. That will also be in here. So the Sports Center will be able to connect to Atlas's Sportbook, which they have an AI platform, which is about a 97.9% actually like preset AI determined what was going to be the win rates. That's why Atlas is the largest aggregator for Win, FanDuel, DraftKings, everything that's there. So you'll be able to go into the Sports Center and get those updates. And you'll also be able to go in and choose what books you would like to be able to actually put up and place a sport bet in. So instead of you just placing a sport bet that you may have better odds on, let's just say Caesars, you'd be able to use that one. But say, for instance, FanDuel has a better one that you could counter with, like hedge your bet with, you can place the bet on FanDuel. So in the Sports Center, that'll be there. And then we are setting it up to where we have all the individualized games that you'll be able to go into the stadium and select and see and watch live streams. So there's no more having to go and search for your game or the stream or any of that. It'll automatically populate for that. That is correct. So some of our patents are already posted in our white paper in Discord also. We have 3 more patents that are, 2 of them are already completed and 1 more is going into completion, that we're just waiting on the paperwork to come back over to us. They were already completed last week. I went and paid for the patent searches to make sure that they were all available and everything was good. And so we did patent quite a bit of things as far as crypto payment systems with Unity and Unreal, which pretty much now, and dApps. So any dApp payment through Unity or Unreal or console, for PlayStation, Xbox, and so forth, we created the API function that would make that process and work. In which case, that whole entire thing is now owned and patented by us. Which pretty much now breaks every other metaverse. Congratulations. Yeah. So we are at the funny part about it is we are 8 ETH away from raising the floor up to 5 ETH. So I'm just saying. That is correct. The next person that buys a 3 ETH Cyber Ape from Cyber Ape Yacht Club will actually get one of the one of one dragons from Unreal on the Dragon Guild side of it. There's only 7 total of them that will be put out. 3 of them will be put towards people that purchase apes. The other 4 will only be found droppable in game from high-end content, and they have less than a point. I think it was like 0.025% chance of it dropping. Yeah. No, no. So if you own a Cyber Ape, you will be able to fly around on the base dragon. If you have one of the one-of-ones, you actually get to utilize the one-of-ones. They will not only be a storage availability, but they will also allow you to hold like your gold, lower your weight and everything too, for your character, which is very needed because there is like a weight and endurance availability. Otherwise, then you're going to end up needing more food and a bunch of other stuff. And so then we're also going to have a dragon availability too, where, for instance, you can utilize your dragon for a smaller base attack. But for instance, this is where you can help level people, because if you're outside of a distance, then you're sitting back and helping somebody else attack a mob with your dragon, for instance, then you're not gaining XP, but you're helping other people. But it is a smaller incremental like base attack availability that would be there. So we kind of gave a little bit of extra availability to help people and grow and build that out. I'm gonna reset real quick. NFTs. Yes, you'll get NFTs. You'll also be on a play to earn functionality too. So while you're in game and you're earning your tokens, those tokens can be converted to Cake Coin, and those Cake Coin can then be converted to USDT or USDC through the Cake Exchange. You can play on your local company Minecraft server, or you could say you're a real gamer. I'm a Minecrafter. Sorry, the sentence. Welcome back. So yeah, it's there you go. I mean, I act pretty immature sometimes. I'm just saying, you know, the thing about it is though is this is going to be the availability for the early adopters. The prices that we put out were literally there for the early adopters, the people that come in early and say, "Hey, look, we see the vision, we see the dream, let's go, let's knock it out." You know, and that's kind of like what we tried to tell people is like we have steadily raised our floor. We went from 0.25 ETH all the way up to the average is like 3 ETH is what we're pushing at. We have 8 ETH under floor right now. After that, it will be pretty much where in 2 days I get to raise the floor for everything up to 5 ETH. And then once we do 25 sales of that, I will be pushing it to 11 ETH. And if you notice, like everything that's put into this, the physics and dynamics and everything, if you're watching the stream here, I'm going to step up on the stairs where you'll actually be able to see that the user foot placement and everything is set up for stairs, walking, everything. The physics and everything has all been put into this. This is also has the gameplay in Dragon Guild area for the flexible combat system. So if you've ever played Elden Ring and you saw the flexible combat system where you could switch between swords and casting and doing different things, that whole system was never replicated for it to be able to be in game mode for multiplayer, massive multiplayer online, which is why in Elden Ring they have it to where you could see reflections. So those reflections would show another player also working on that mob, and it updates on the server the mob's health. In this situation with us, this is full world open dynamic with the flexible combat system built into it. So it is very unique. It's got so many different attributes behind it. Nobody else has done it yet. Nobody else has anything even close to it. And we also have the build function, but we haven't put down resources yet. So you can actually go and buy land on Dragon Guild, for instance, and you will actually have, if you don't build on your land, but say for instance you put your land in a common hunting area, anybody who's mining resources, anybody who is killing and fighting mobs and creatures in your area, anybody who is killing animals and skinning and everything, you make a 10% cut on your land for what those users are hunting and killing on your land. So you are making a passive income in game for you to be able to do. I mean, it's not financial advice for anybody. I'm trying to see if I can bug through the wall again. Somebody there? Am I missing? Yeah. Always. Yeah. And now I'm actually going to go and connect to a completely separate metaverse right now. Yeah. I told you this is a completely separate metaverse. There's my guy Bob down here. He's one of our little quest givers. He's also one of the biggest supporters in Cyber Ape Yacht Club. We do offer for people who are the largest holders to be able to have their own NPCs and quests put into the different games. So, you know, some people like Bob over there said, yeah, I want to be able to have my own. No, 20 ETH. And a building comes with 40 floors, but you also have to understand, I have to, you know, we have a development team that's going to go in and design and do and build and all your hosting, which is like, yes. The answer is yes. Yes, you can token gate your malls and your buildings and everything. Yeah, MongoDB. So the goal of it was, though, is to start to build out everybody's dreams, make these multiverse metaverse availability for everybody to connect up, connect your metaverse to our multiverse, and then that way everybody can then make it to where they're sharing these metaverses with each other and creating growth between each other. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me, everybody. Sorry. Sneezing there. It's allergy season for me here, so sorry. And then everybody will be able to set up their own custom characters and stuff too. So like, even though this is just one of them, this is Dragon Guild. This is on the Forest World. And as you can see, it uses your endurance up in the top there. Full chat system, hit enter, type in hi, hit enter to send, and it automatically populates. Now, this is not in cinematic yet, but I can turn it all the way up to cinematic mode, which will, if you guys have seen some of the Unreal virtual realism systems, we can literally put it all the way to virtual realism. So we have it in a lower quality right now, just for users while we're testing out all the different functionalities and things that need to be there. I'm gonna die real quick just so everybody can. Sorry, it's lagging while I'm streaming too. Doesn't help that I got 4 different chats open right now. I should not be fighting this guy. Oh, I did kill him. Oh, I was fighting a big green monster. And there's AI tracking put onto the platform too, so it will track, it will, you know, he's chained down. Yeah, I'm actually about to drop the client for people to download here in just a couple minutes. As soon as actually we're done here, I will be dropping that link. Probably. Okay, good. He missed. Everybody gets mad because I'm on admin mode, which doesn't allow me to die. But then, you know, it killed freaking, what's his face yesterday? You have perished. Here's our build mode system, so you'll be able to build floors, walls, doors, you name it. But you have to have the material, which we will be dropping the material system out here in a minute or so. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, so that's the fun part. We're gonna have to reach out to Spatial to see if they're interested in doing it, but if so, then yes, we can give them the API and MongoDB platform for them to be able to set that up. You'd be surprised. You know, we were on with Illuvium as developer last week, and he oh oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so much lag. Sorry. I'm gonna reboot real quick just because it is laggy. I don't want everybody to suffer. Well, I just no, you're good. I was just showing everybody the difference between setting this up. So this is on the lower render graphic availability. So users that come in lowest render graphics. So if you have an i5, pretty much like a Walmart, a better end Walmart laptop, you will be able to come in and play and have everything look and feel and work as what we have this right now. This was literally made, and we set up everything even with the physics, as you can see. If the steps move, the feet move, the elevation, um, everything is smart and constantly learning what we're building to. We do have an AI plugin that does what we're doing. So there's always going to be constant growth. As you can see, the level of detail when you are in on a lower quality PC compared to the full reflective floors from previous, see the difference. Things to be able to show different shader files, so forth, totally different. But all the physics will still allow you to be able to move around. Yeah, that's always weird too. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, oh man. Oh, here you go. Here's the Ray Punk. Here's that Ray Punk image. Okay. Um, oh no, we're there. To give you an understanding of how well you can put the graphics in if you have an 8x8 floor, the quality that you can put in. Like I said, I'm more curious to see who gets the one of one dragon. The next three ETH ape that gets purchased gets the one of one dragon. So their underfloor ones that we did airdrops, pretty much most of the airdrops, all everybody just threw up for like so. But if you buy one of the three ETH apes, the very next one that gets purchased will get the one of one dragon. There's four of them that are attached that will be attached to purchases, but three of them will be in game 0.025% drop rate availability on game. Yeah, but I'm about to take the floor here and go on pro and raise the floor to 5e shortly. Yeah, there's 8.7 ETH out that's under floor right now, and then after that I can raise the floor all the way up to 5 ETH for everyone. Thank you. Currently, right now, 3. Yes. It's endless. Um, so right now, we tested with AIs of how many players we could have in, um, with like full like bot connections. Currently, right now, my metaverse can hold and server wise hold and delegate approximately 1.3 without lag. Yes. Yep. Well, I mean, we constantly the thing is though is during the beta we appreciate when we have people go in and stream and share this with everybody, because what it allows us to do then is to see what's going on. And then we live fix it. We actually live fix it right there and then put out the new compile literally right after we're done. Um, so it helps us because when you're on the PCs that have all the main master files and stuff, we don't get to see necessarily all the bugs that other people in their PCs, different computers, and different graphics cards, memories have issues. So we've been slowly building up and figuring out everyone's little different issues. So we went and bought, 2 of the low quality, $189 laptops from Walmart, for instance, to be able to test that a user could come in and play, and have solid gameplay all the way up to, um, an Alienware, even like the smaller notebook Alienware, to see how well that would play and what level of graphics you could put in on it. Um, and it was about making sure that the physics and the graphics, everything could all line up and still not have really massive lag issues. I mean, I get lag issues only because of streaming and so forth, because I'm streaming on 4 networks currently right now on Twitch, Kick, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. So I do deal with the lag side of it a little bit, but outside of that, it's merely just because of how much I'm streaming. Um, yes. Well, this is a download. This is not set for browser yet. We are going to look at going into the browser side of everything, but the problem is with that is we just don't want people to have so many extra ways to exploit people and their wallets and so forth. And this way, the way that we're doing it now makes it where, um, we can verify and validate everybody's, when somebody puts up a link, somebody puts up a QR code and so forth. We have a detection system that will go in and validate all the user links and so forth, especially when it comes to crypto and connecting their wallets and so forth. So that way we can actually create that level of protection for users and not have people get exploited through us. I mean, we started at Unreal Engine 4.6 and now we're at 5.12, and they have Unreal Engine 2.0, which we've already started playing with. If I opened up and showed you the files, in their preview beta already, we've already worked with their procedural build out systems and everything. So when 5.2 comes out, we will actually already be ready to load out full procedural landscaping and NPC systems that are there, on top of the NFT graph system, which allows us to create drop rates for NFTs for our partners. So, for instance, on Dragon Guild's world, there, if you go to the lava world and you fight one of the lava bosses there, you will have the ability to get a drop rate of a lava head. Now, even though it's like 0.5%, yeah, 0.5% chance to be able to get a lava head drop from one of the bosses. So it's fun to be able to build out like the play to earn function, the ability to grow, do all the different things. It's just now where we're at, you know, this is about building out the mall, having that aspect here for everybody, making sure that the panel system's going live on Monday. We were trying to get it done today. We still might get it done today, but we will be testing it out on Monday for sure. So each one of these floors is for sale. And then the more floors you have, the larger of the advertisement you can also take up on the side of the building. Yep. And then we even have like real life businesses like Roadrunner Recycling, Smarter Recycling Group that's here. That's a real life actual business that's in. And then as you can see right here, there's Unibet, DraftKings. These are all partners with Atlas World Sports. Atlas World Sports is our partner. They are the aggregator for DraftKings, Barstools, WinBet, FanDuel, you name it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yes. No. I mean, people have the option to be able to come in and select what building they'd want, as long as it doesn't have any. You know, if you're buying a whole building, you'd have to pick one of the buildings that don't have ads on it, like this building here. This is actually one of our partners, and so we just put up all this stuff on this building here for everybody. But this is a full building right here. 52 floors for 20 ETH. Right. That is correct. You are able, and we do allow for people to token gate those floors. So just as, and we were kind of giving the example of it. If you own the building, you have the ability to go and set this up right here. Like when I connect, you'll see where it says to buy the floor. In your case, you can token gate it that says rent my floor. And then we do have a newer system that is going and getting load out. So we will have a scroll bar here that will actually allow you to select what floor you're going to. That is correct. If they're not approved, or you don't, if you have the privacy turned on for it, then other people would not have access to it other than the people that you give access to. Thank you for the follow. Great Lakes. Thank you for the follow. Hey, buddy. You ready for school? All right. Sauce, yep. All right. Okay. Come in. All right. Make sure Aussie's up and get yourself to school, okay, big guy? Have a good day. All right. Kids are leaving for school. I appreciate it. A lot of work sometimes. Great Lakes had asked, is there any PvP yet? On Cake Island, we will be turning on PvP next week. And yes, it is a GTA availability that will be on Cake Island. So yes, you can rob people. Yes, you can shoot and gun down people. But also remember, just like in GTA, the police will come after you. And if you rob somebody, and people have, there's going to be a big terms of service page that lets everybody know that whatever they carry on their character's crypto on their character. Listen, not when you're in here, but when you're in CyberApe's world, if you decide to hold crypto on your character and you get robbed, you will get robbed. Absolutely. That's the downfall to it. Yes, yes. And so but here's the fun part is it does have the police department, and it is a very active cyber unit. So you will have a drone come after you. You will have police AIs that will come after you. You will see a bunch of guys that look like my guy on Silver Surfer right here jump in and literally come after you and start shooting you and gunning you down. So if you don't make it to the bank in time, which is on the opposite end, or the apartment, which is the halfway mark, to drop and get your money offloaded, then you dead. In which case, CyberApe's Yacht Club over here makes that crypto. Well, like, yeah, you'll show back up in your apartment, or you'll show up in the medical center. One of the two. So we do have a medical center. Oh yeah. You know, and so we wanted to be able to build out and make sure that everybody has the growth. Okay. Shaker. Eight oh eight. You all know that I'm on a fucking call here, right? And on a live stream. Okay, cool. Thanks. Jeez. Man. Yeah. Yes, we do have skeletons. We do have gaming creatures in here, Great Lakes. There is drops and loot already put in. When Renzetsu gets here in about 50 minutes, we are actually going to load out the procedural NPC system here, and users will, it'll populate the world with about an additional, I don't know, 78,000 creatures. But yeah, and then we also do have an Easter egg hunt for our users that hold a Cyber Ape. There is a total of 4 ETH, or excuse me, 4 BTC in passphrases put out right now for users to be able to go and get access to a total of they're a quarter of a BTC each wallet. Yes. Yeah, you can all team up. Absolutely, we don't care. Like we're not locking it down to one user. You do actually have to own a Cyber Ape, and it has to be connected to the wallet connect that you set up with the server. Otherwise, it will not show those keywords when you see them. No, you can right now during beta, and it'll be that way until the end of this year, and then after that, you will not be able to. No. So we have 10,000 in total collection. Then after that, it will be a subscription basis for people, which will be a $2 a month subscription. It's not going to be anything crazy, but they will not have the same extra options for land and a play to earn availability. I have this set on the lowest. So everybody was asking because what is the frames per second and so forth that are here. This is literally set up to have the lowest frames per second and everything for users and PCs that are not as equipped to be able to play. So it's this is the gameplay that you would see as if you were actually running on an i5. Yeah. We set call distance to 1,000, which so you can see 1,000 meters in front of you, and that's it. And then you can see any of the far back terrain pieces. But we did this the other about a month ago to show everybody to go from one side to the other. It takes about 3 hours to run from one side to the other of this map alone. That's the reason why you want to have a dragon. So right up here is some of the skeletal warriors and stuff that you can go in it and battle. They don't yet. I personally have not. Yeah, I don't think that Renzetsu turned on the AIs yet. Yeah, he hasn't turned them on yet. Doesn't help that I'm also like literally screaming on my internet right now. But yes, there's swordsmen, there's archers, there's mages. Um, it's, and as you can see, that's there. You will have your XP bar at the bottom. You don't have to go that far to be able to start running into creatures and mobs, but they do progressively build up a lot faster, way quicker. There is the build function that's here where you'd be able to switch between material, floors, walls, doors, be able to build up everything. And then you once again can have your keys of everything. There on every island there is 2 castles that allow you to be able to teleport. Those teleports would be there. As you can see, the procedural generation, the trees will automatically, as you get within a certain call distance, will automatically then start to populate. We did this. There's bears, for instance. I believe that's one of them. There's also inertia too, so as you're flying around with your dragon, the faster you get going, there is inertia for slowing down. We've put a lot of different things into the physics and so forth of this, which, you know, a lot of people are like, bro, that's going to cause a lot more lag, a lot more extra stuff that's there. And we had to sit back and say, well, do we want to sacrifice the game and the quality, or do we want, you know, most people that are out there in the game side of everything, if you're on Halo lenses or if you're on, you know, any of the VR systems and so forth, they will automatically be equipped to be able to handle all this. So I don't really look at that being as the excuse of, oh, somebody that's on a lower quality computer, because we're noticing that there's a lot of people that have literally gone through and upgraded their PC for all these different things. So, I mean, we didn't want to substitute quality. So it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of fun, though. Like I said, it's a constant build out. And we'll consistently keep growing. And this is why we need to have, you know, the beta testers that are in and testing out everything with us and helping us see what issues and bugs and everything that are there. It only helps us. I can compile for a few people. We did it in Oculus the other day. I can tell you personally, flying a dragon about made me sick as hell. It's a lot, especially when your eyes are actually taking in everything. And we can only put it in cinematic mode, so it's very, you know, you're going in and you're seeing all the leaves and trees and everything all the way down to it. And yes, I have this in the lowest quality mode for this demo that's here, only because of the amount of lag that pushes out. But we are going to make collision too. As you can see, boom, dragon hits. So you're going to want to stay above. And then you can get caught on branches like that. It's literally like, we just started laughing. We were like, let's do it. Let's just keep adding. Let's just keep adding. And let's just keep adding. And then everybody's like, so when are you going to be done adding? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But, you know, and that's the fun part about doing these kind of builds is it's like coming in and finding out, you know, that there's a need and a want that people are looking to get into. And we were just very much in the aspect of, how do we do this correctly for everybody? How do we go and build this out for the world? And then once we start loading all the mobs and the creatures, it's just going to take off. Now, if you guys want here in a Gotta love the soundboards. And then that's the other thing. In I think it's like 2 weeks, Renzetsu is turning on all the sound systems too. So there will be like, you will hear the flapping of the wings from your dragon. You will hear your dragon snort and roar and all the other stuff too. There's just so much that's coming in. And then yes, yes. Well, in the space station. No. Mobile pets and stuff like that are not going to be put out unless it's an investment that also comes in for users. So like we have somebody that's setting up a car dealership, for instance, Cake Island. He's actually going and building out all the cars and everything that's there, and we get a kickback of all the sales, for instance. People want that. But then like I have a buddy that's setting up the armory. Of course, everybody wants an armory because if you're going to be on a GTA world, you got to buy a gun. You know what I'm saying? So he's finishing up all the build outs of those, and then in which case, you know, what we're looking to do is we have a cake coin. We want to be able to create a burn rate that happens with that coin to be able to increase the value of the coin in itself. So users that are in and actually running around, you have to have food, you have to have water. So those purchases right there create the burn rate. And that is where it becomes like extremely beneficial, because not only are we creating the burn rate and increasing token price, but then that also creates that the value and passive earning that you're making from being a landowner or being a mall owner and different things, or being a cake holder, will then increase the value that comes out of that for everybody. So it's just about building this up correctly, having the early adopters, the 10,000 that will be available for mints of the Cyber Apes, to be able to sit back and have a passive generation of cake coin that they can then choose to sell for USDT. They could choose to use it in game. They could choose to take it over to our casino and gamble it. They could do whatever they want with it. Not financial advisor. And also gamble responsibly. Don't gamble money that you can't afford to lose or have to lose. Yeah, I can hear you. Well, you're one of 3 DMs right now, so we'll see who snags it first. You know, the thing is though is like we wanted to be able to build out something that is unique, and we wanted to be able to give things to the community. Oh, did I just get rugged? Oh. I went to go look at the messages that I got, and all of a sudden it was all connecting. I was like, oh fuck. He said rugged, and then all of a sudden it's actually like fucking not working. So currently we will be giving out a mall space, a land space in Dragon Guild. You will get a 1 of 1 of the 7 dragons that will be given out, which gives you a faster flight. Because even though you're seeing me fly around really, really fast right now, that is not the actual flight rate. and speed rate that you will actually be able to fly at. So, here you go. That is correct. It literally just asked me if I wanted to obey the chat rules of my own Twitter or Twitch. So we are willing to set it up to where like people can, if they want to integrate with the games, for instance, that would have to be like a discussion with the individual like metaverses. And if they approve it, we don't have a problem on putting it in. It's kind of like if you had a metaverse and it was your metaverse, would you want somebody to go and put a level 5,000 soldier, you know, like Goku's going to come walk in and just destroy the whole, you know, world killer instantly? Hey, guess what? So it's one of those that if somebody has something that they'd like to be able to bring to these different worlds, we would absolutely entertain it. I know somebody wanted to be able to do pets, so we're in the process of building out a pet system. We do have a companion system too that is going out from our mystery boxes. Anybody who has 4 of our cake will get an in-game companion for playing around in Dragon Guild. That is correct. No, you could do talk show games. The thing is though is for the mall floors in the games. Mall floors here in the space station. This is available pretty much for people to be able to put their products that they have, you know, Shopify's, Amazon, stores like that. I don't even care if you're doing, you know, this is like the mall, I guess you could say, that everybody goes to. You know, this is the opening session. This is where everybody can go and get a mall, and we're actually building a directory center over there, so that way like people can find your mall spaces and where they're at, and it will give them like a virtual guide. Somebody's actually over here. That's cool. We'll give them a virtual guide of the location and where everything's at. This was built out where if you have your own metaverse, for instance, you would be able to, you know, if you come to me and say, hey, I got an idea, I would like to have t-shirt vending to be in, you know, where I can have my logos and stuff or cosmetic NFTs that users can then put on and wear, we would say okay to that. That's not a problem. But you would have to come up with the FBX files that we would then go and load and put into the system. And then once again, any transactions that happen through our system, we have a 10% override, but we cover the fees too. So that's where it's like, okay, well, after we cover transaction fee and the 9 yards, that all come through our side of everything. It really doesn't break down to, you know, any more than paying tax. So that's the thing. That's only on crypto transactions that happen in the metaverse. So that's why we're giving users the option to actually be able to send people directly to a web base of their store too. You know, so people can choose to support us. That is correct. That is correct. And some people have said, "We don't. Can we get that as something that we can disable?" And I said, "Sure." You know, and some people say, "Look, we want to be able to say yes, that it's cool to give 10% to you." And then, you know, of course, we're going to give different perks and different things for those that are also helping support us. But it's about building out for the community, for us. You know, and what the community is giving back. You know, people have to understand this is a business. There is cost to what we do. I mean, we have millions of dollars tied into what we've built and done, and we don't have any big outside investors or VCs that are into this, so it's not diluted for anybody. This is openly, you know, this is going to be one of the easiest and fastest earning availability and return availability as long as we make this big. And there's no reason why we can't make this big. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be the fun, crazy part about this is the build out of doing all this. It's absolutely crazy, you know, and that's, you know, as we're there, we're trying to raise the floor price for everybody. We're trying to upgrade it and make this bigger and better and faster for everybody. Right. That's true. I mean, everybody got to watch yesterday. We did multiple updates live and pushed updates yesterday for everybody. Um, and we're gonna continue doing the same thing. That is correct. You know, for us, it's about building out the world and different things. And we also wanted to create bigger liquidity pools for everybody and making it to where it becomes advantageous for everybody to come in and play the games and check out everything.
the thing that gets me more than anything is you know, you look at everything that's been going on, and you look at the world that's out there and what's been done and who's doing what, and I see some of these other metaverses that have gotten 40, 50, 60 million dollars in VC and funding. Man, VC and funding, and they have not built what we've done in 6 months. And everybody goes, "Holy shit!" You know, like Renzetsu just pulled up right now. He's here to be able to already. Hey, let's. What are the issues? What needs to be fixed? How do we fix things? How are we going to speed up the different things? Today we're going to go and nanite the whole entire platform, which is going to then increase the speed. Everything is about growth and constant growth and making it bigger, better, faster, and stronger for everybody in the community. And the downfall is when you're in these other games and these other communities, they have so much in VC and investor money that they can't even breathe. And even if you think you're going to get a rate of return, you're talking you might get $4 a month, $5 a month. You know, you're not even looking at real money coming back in and doing anything. And so that's the craziest part of all of it, is what's there and what's going on and who's doing what. I've absolutely been completely and utterly amazed watching how much has been done in some of these other metaverses, and they've been doing this for 4 years, 5 years, and we've caught up to them or surpassed them in less than 6 months. That's crazy. Then you go and you look at these other groups and you look at how much VC and how much they are diluted, and you go and you look at what kind of return that the average user is going to get. They're praying for an NFT that they can go and flip and flop and swap, and or tokens that, you know, they're hoping will then rise up to being at $1 or $2 at some point in life. That's just not fair to people, you know. And that's why for us, we took the approach of let's not dilute the system. Let's just put a bunch of us developers. I'll cover the majority of the cost of this. Let's go and get these developers in, have them rocking out, building out, getting everything done, working their ass off, and put this together to where it creates an economy and an environment that allows everybody to earn, grow, develop, be a part of, make it a community, become bigger, better, faster, and stronger. And this is the problem with all these other metaverses that I see out there, is it's so secluded, so closed up, and it's only about them. It's not about everyone else. Then all of a sudden you pop in and you say, hey, look, this is what we got. And everybody goes, yeah, but there's no framework for it that'll allow that to work. And then we show them, hey, yes, there is that framework. And now everybody goes, holy shit. And everybody goes, well, why didn't you advertise this at the beginning? We didn't want to advertise it. We wanted the early adopters. I mean, you guys are literally this is the second time I've jumped into a Twitter space, and third time I've ever jumped into a Twitter space. This is the first live viewing of everything for everybody to be able to get to see how it works, how it looks, what its movement is, you know, the gameplay. I'm waiting for the timeout function to kick in here and kick me out of the game here, because it's supposed to in like 10 minutes or so. Just so that way it doesn't hog system resources. You know, there's tons of things that we've implemented and built and put into the system that this world is going to grow, and it's going to be massive, and it's going to become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, you know, but that's also where other people go, oh my gosh, you know, you shouldn't give out freebies, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, because you're diluting, you know, yourself, because you got to cover those costs and do everything. It's tough, because there's so many factors that people have to understand that have to get done. Um, it is very, very, very tough to do it and build out this kind of gameplay for everybody. It really is. People don't see the amount of work that has to go into it. But this is about the community. If you can dream it and you got an idea, let's build. Let's build. You know, that's what I tell everybody. We're not here to hinder your growth. We're not here to slow down anything for you. We want to help build it. We want to bring your vision to the world. And the only thing that we ask is that you're a Cyber Ape holder. Now, if you want to be able to get some extra special perks, we have a bunch of just extra stuff that we're giving away for those that are not buying a underfloor one, but if they're buying a 3 ETH one, you're going to find out you're going to get a shitload of additional things. We don't want to just tell everybody, hey, by the way, we're doing X, Y, and Z. No, we want to show our appreciation. That's the only reason why I don't drop everything that everybody's going to get with it. But you may find out that your group all of a sudden may have land plots in Dragon Guild, may have land plots in apartments in Cake Island. I'm like, but yeah, we're gonna give away a lot for a lot of people, and the reason for it is because if we can help the community grow right now, let's do it. If right, right. Right. That is actually one of the truest statements. Yesterday's ideas are not the same as today's, and that's actually why we looked at what's there, what growth is there, who's doing what, and I just found it absolutely amazing and funny that all these different groups of people are coming together and now starting to see what has been put together. And I think that it's starting to have a pretty fast growth. I'm pretty proud of it, actually. And I have to appreciate you guys here because you guys are the reason why people are starting to see what we're doing, and you guys sharing out what we're doing, what we're building. That just helps bring the community together for us. So I do appreciate it. Oh, got a Lambo with my name on it, huh? Flop shots. I got a funny feeling there's a community purchase going on at the moment. Oh, well, everyone, I'm going to jump off of here. Renzetsu will be in our Discord here doing some updates and getting that out for everybody. We are going to see if we can get a couple beta testers in to stream what their issues are and so forth, so that way we can clean up and make things better. And then we will be dropping out more and more of the NPCs and quest stuff today. So you guys are welcome to come into our Discord, discord.gg/CyberApeYacht Club. And once you're in, you will be able to come in and literally join the general chat there and see us live streaming all the fixes and updates that are going live. Next week, yes. Yep.
And I think also crypto stash from definitely, I guess. Sure they count. And finalizing team handling they can kind of come join us onboarding towards work all the like find your and that's where you scored they create
What up, Two Degenerates TV? How are you, brother? Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to close that. I was booting up. I was gonna log in on my my other account here and
jump in on
Start jumping around on these spaces and see what they talk about today. My damn self. So. I'll see you.
I forgot what my login
was on this. I think it's
Bye, thank you for coming.
bye guys. Take care everybody. I don't remember what my login was on this. No, that's my regular one, but it doesn't give me my character. Gotta remember. It should be. It should be. Should. Thank you for the follow, Mint Gluten. Yeah. Oh, well, we need to make that come back. I need to be on my jigsaw here.
Yeah.
Sitting there, you know. Want to play a game? Yeah. Yeah, I need my jigsaw. So I got all the updates. Will you let him out? He's whining for his mommy. Yes, he does. He hears her in the kitchen. There's food. He knows that he's getting food no matter what. Alright, I'm going to jump off of here. We will be in the Discord. Everybody come on in, say hi in the Cyber Ape Yacht Club Discord. The client is available for people to download from the Discord. I did post it in the public, general, and in the current download section. You'll be able to go in, click it, download it, jump in game, and if you can, live stream it in the general there, so that way we can see if there's any bugs or things that we need to update. That way we can get these live fixes done as fast as possible and get them out there.